Okay, another trading competition going on the Deriv platform. So in this video, I'm going to continue from where I left off in the previous video. I'm going to flip this $28,000 account into at least 1,000 so that I can enter the top 10 of the leaderboard in the Deriv competition. So this is a free Deriv competition. It's done on a demo account, so no need to risk your funds. So this one, I'm going to continue from where I left off. If you haven't watched the video, just find the link in the description box below so that you can understand how this competition works. So I'm just going to explain a brief about the competition and then we move on into the video. So the competition, you are supposed to be the number one after raising a $10,000 account to whatever amount that you think of. So I've currently checked the leaderboard. The guy on the number one is actually in 300,000. So there's a lot of work to do. So anyway, let's jump right into it. So as you can see, I'm going to trade the Volatility 75 index. So in the Volatility 75 index, I've identified a pattern. So I'm going to explain this pattern thoroughly so that you can understand. So here we go. So I looked up my chart on the Volatility 75. So on the Volatility 75, I drew the line of confluence, that is the support at the bottom, and then I'm now drawing another one that is marking the resistance, right? But these two lines can sometimes act as the other one, that is if they are broken to the other side, right? And then now I'm drawing the lines that are connecting the lower lows and the higher highs. So these two lines clearly indicate that the market formed a Quasimodo pattern. So this Quasimodo pattern is all over in most of my videos. You don't need to fail to identify this thing. You just need to know how to trade it and when exactly to enter and to exit on this one. It's all in my videos, so make sure that you watch all those videos so that you can clearly understand. Anyway, I'm going to execute the market and make sure that I go full margin because I have a very big target that I'm going to reach. So I'm going to make sure that I use the highest possible lot so that I can collect as much profit as possible, right? So as you can see right now, I've executed this. Competition is for free. Of course, this is demo money. I'm not going to lose. So sometimes you can just learn to use less risk management. Sometimes it pays, but I'm not saying you should use less risk management because it might be pretty bad for you. As you can see, I'm already in profit. So the market is still going, but I'm not going to show you the profit right now. Just going to wait. As you can see from where we left off, we are in a little bit of profit. Let's continue holding. Right, so I don't know if I'm going to be the number one, but then I'm going to fight until my last breath so that I can win this competition for you guys. I'm just going to dedicate it. Maybe I can actually do a giveaway for I don't know, whatever criteria that I'm going to use with the money that I win. But well, let's worry about how to cross the bridge when you get there. Anyway, moving on Volatility 75, as you can see, I'm already in $8,000 profit, and this is demo money. Please don't forget that. I'm not going to apply any risk management on this one. And then I've closed, as you can see, and then I'm going to visit the Volatility 91 second. So I'm just going to test if this is that volatile, because you know, maybe I can actually go back to Volatility 75 because V75 is very good. If you just catch a trade, if you just catch a sniper entry on V75, you can collect as much profit as you want because it's very volatile. But then if you're using a real account, you might want to apply the proper risk management because it is very dangerous also, because the more profit that you get is conversely the more loss that you can possibly get, or the more loss that you can possibly incur. So I would advise you to apply all the proper risk management skills. Anyway, enough of that. Now let's explain this volatility 90 or 1 second. So as you can see, I've identified my W setup, but then the other point was not touching the support at the bottom. So this can be our order block, right? So we set this as our order block, and then at the neckline, that is where we put another resistance, right? So another thing that I identified on this chart was a fair value gap, right? So after this big candle that the market made, so in the previous video I explained the fair value gap as something that is used by most traders to identify the areas of imbalance, right? So we all know that at an area of imbalance, the market is always obliged, or the market is always supposed to come back to rebalance that point before it proceeds to go in whatever direction that it sees fit. Anyway, that big candle signaled that the market was going to retrace back to that fair value gap, right? So we know that the market is now going to face that imbalance and then maybe proceed wherever it wants, right? So we're going to utilize that as our information, and also it is currently at a resistance level. So we know that the market is going to sell to touch that point, and since we have a lot of equity, we can hold. It can actually go up, but then we can hold. Anyway, I lost a lot of footage, and then I lost some trades, but then our account got back in 34,000 balance. That was so devastating. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the footage of that. But anyway, what's important is that I was actually able to revisit the volatility 75 again, and then I executed some trades, and then well, this is what I had and this is what I have, right? So it's still the same trade. I just thought maybe it hasn't reached the maximum potential that it was supposed to. Anyway, as you can see, the take profit that I set on this trade was hit, and now we are in 45,000 balance, right? So in 45,000 balance, we are going to set another target, or we are going to set another take profit. But then this is it. I'm just going to close and then continue in the next video. So I'm going to check now the competition list. As you can see, we have a few days left. Let's check the days, right? So as you can see right now, our current leader is Shadi 13. Oh, that's a lot of equity. I don't know if I will be able to reach that, but then I'm going to fight with everything that I have to beat that guy. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please drop a comment if you don't understand anything about this competition, and also I'm going to put the link in the description box below so that you can create your own account and join the link. We still have 5 days left, so it is still possible for you to join the link. Anyway, see you in the next video.